today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he's laying his hat on after last week's game.
Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Again, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. With 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a first and 10 at about the 32. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was taken down by
the numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 109 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
Dixon to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Throwing after the interception. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, here's Eason. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
This is Starks. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First and 10, Eason. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw again. Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To number 80.
From 19 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Alexander.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Seahawks.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Will Disley.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A pass underneath for Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 4 at the Colts 38-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Wilson.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and 3.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Disley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A final shot before break. Eason going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Number 41.
What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
34 yards.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The ball carrier.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to Taylor on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
He was brought down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They run forward with Carson, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep, and while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There defensively.
Here's Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now. Starts, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Eason. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
Wilson.
That catch good for only a couple. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Short throw to Disley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Again, Wilson. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Wilson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And so they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he's able to put it through. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Throwing on first down. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Eason. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First down, Indianapolis.
first and 10. Eason. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 yards. First down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.